Hey, this is Ronnie.
And this is Reese.
And this is Soft30. And of course, we have DJ Q Waves and D in the back. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
I feel like it's been forever.
I know. How was your week, Reese?
My week has been, it's been okay. I've been like really working out like really, really hard. So my body is like super hurting, but it's going to be worth it next summer when I got these thighs and ass and abs. I'm be all excited and stuff. So yeah, super excited about that. And we signed more contracts a couple weeks ago. So I'm like super tired from them. Cause we ain't hired anybody for them yet. So it's like, I'm working 7 days a week and y'all know I ain't used to that. I'm used to, but whatever. I'm not going to complain because I could have nothing and then I would be also complaining. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to complain. I'm going to take it. It's not how it works. So, everything is good with it. What else? Naya started school this week and she tried to stay home already on Friday.
Oh my goodness.
Like, bruh, it's been a week.
Was she complaining about when school will start back? Cause she was bored?
I'm bored. I want to see my friends. And then school started. She's like, can I stay? Nigga, no. I was like, no. I was like, last year, every time I let you stay home for just because, then in the following week, you would get sick. Mm-hmm. And then you would have to stay home. So I'm like, no, this year, no, it's no freebies. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta be feeling some kind of way to stay home. And I almost fell for it. I was like, nope, absolutely not. Anyway, what else has been happening? This week, probably nothing else. I start school in 2 weeks. Kind of, sort of excited about it. Happy to hurry up and get it over with. Not happy because I don't want to do it. But luckily this semester, before the semester even started, my financial aid is straight. I made sure that I was like, I'm learning and I'm making sure that this stuff is okay because I don't want to have to deal with it in the middle of the fucking semester like always. So I did that. But other than that, like, I ain't really got nothing. I got a long ass day today and a long ass day tomorrow. Next week I got babysit my little my white family baby. The ones from Cali.
Do they know that they described as the white family baby?
Okay, I'll take that back. I'll describe them as the Cali family baby. But they know they white.
A racist term.
Black people can't be racist, and I love that baby and the mama.
But that's not true. Black people can't be racist. Whatever.
Well, it's not racist. They know I love them.
I'm not saying you racist. I'm saying black people can be racist.
Oh, no. I love me some white people. I actually need some white friends because all the white people I do know, like, we're on a professional level. Mm-hmm. Like, the one I babysit for, I can't be like, hey, girl, yeah, let's go out to the bar. I'm going to get you a babysitter. Even though I babysit during the day, we're going to get you a babysitter for the night so we can go out. And I can't get Jennifer because Jennifer's 50 now. So she's like, nigga, I'm not going out to the damn bar. Like, come on now. So I need white friends my age. Mm-hmm. That's what I need. So we can go party. Shit. I love partying with everybody. But yeah. Anyway, that's probably it. Like, I'm kind of boring this week.
Well, I'm a little high because I took too much medicine, but bear with me. But y'all, so over the weekend I went to Toronto. We drove there, and it was like 7 hours in like 10 minutes, I think, away.
If you go in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it wasn't like traffic or nothing. It was like we was the only car on the road just driving. And it was cool. It was a little scary though, because it was like, that movie, The Fog? And the fog was just like all the, like, I was scared as shit. I was like, hold up. And everybody was sleeping. I was driving. I was like, hold up. Y'all like, wake up. Somebody about to come out and kill us.
Okay, so this is an unwritten rule. It's probably a written rule for a road trip. For people that don't know, you are not supposed to fall asleep and leave the driver awake by themselves. Right. Okay? Because if the driver fall asleep, who's going to be able to wake up the driver and be like, Remember when we were younger and we caught the bus to Florida and the bus driver fell asleep? Yeah. And Lorraine was watching the sparks as we was like dragging against the thing. And we
was on a bridge.
Yeah, we were on a bridge. They had to wake him up. So it's like if everybody is asleep, then everybody's gonna die. We gotta have at least one other person up with the driver.
But I'll be good as long as like I have the windows down, the music on, stuff like that. I'll be fine.
I gotta have turn up music and all the windows down. Because if I'm cold, I don't fall asleep. And if
it was cold,
and if I have on turn up music, then I'm good.
It was cool though. So we when we got to the border, the lady was mean as hell. I was like, okay. By the time we got there, it was about 4:30 in the morning, and I was like, damn.
Was
like,
she American or Canadian?
I don't know. She sounded like she was like from New York or something. But and she was like, where you guys going? So the guy was like, we going to Carnival. She was like, where are you going? And then he was like, he wasn't answering her questions. I'm like, answer the fucking question.
I mean, that is a weird question. We here for Carnival. What you mean where we going? You should have been, what's the address to where y'all going?
When you be on a plane and they give you them papers and you got to sign of where you, the hotel and all of that stuff.
I don't be like, I'm going for Naya's birthday. Right. I put down the address.
So then, my friend was like, we going to the aunt house, and she was saying all this stuff, and then she was like, well, you making that face aren't gonna make me read your mind. And Kiara was mad as shit. She was like, I'm not making a face for you. I'm making a face because of him and blah, blah. And it was just crazy. Like, I'm like, listen, answer the damn question so we can go to, it's like 4 in the morning. Like, let's go.
Supervisor over here, ho.
I don't have time for none of that shit.
You're right. I probably got the rest.
I was like, let's go. So then we finally leave. We go to Niagara Falls. Mm-hmm. But it was still dark, so we really couldn't even see everything. So then we had to drive another hour from there to go to the aunt house.
So you can go to Niagara Falls at any time of the night? I feel like people be dumping dead bodies or some shit.
You can't go like down
by the water, but you can stand at the parking lot part.
Yeah, up top. You can stand up top. Mm-hmm. That's probably why we'll be throwing some dead
bodies. Yeah. I mean, granted, it'll get caught because people are always in water, but still. Right.
I don't know. But so it was, I mean, the trip overall, it was great. We went to the carnival and the parade was great. The parties was great. So we went to Kiara's friend that she went to college with was there. He came there by himself. So we went to stay at his hotel and Drake was there.
Oh, nice.
I ain't see him though.
I was gonna say you ain't getting a picture with him?
I ain't see him, man. I was mad as hell. I was like, well, which room he at? Things
knocking on all the doors.
Mm-hmm. I was like, dang, I want this man. If I would have saw him, listen. I was in love with him since Degrassi, okay?
Yeah, I used to love him on Degrassi when he was younger. Once he got older in the wheelchair, I was like, nah. I'm glad he stopped.
Nah. He was funny looking then. He looks way better now.
Yeah. For sure.
But what else happened? I mean, I like how in Canada it's like everybody just love everybody. It's a great vibe. And it's like all different kinds of races. Like it's just crazy. Like it's like Indian, like it's like, oh my goodness. It's like a mixture bowl of all kinds of people mixed in a bowl and everybody just nice.
I need to go.
Yes, girl, I fucking love it. But this guy did say you don't want to come when it's like the winter season. He was like they be snowed in like for days, and you got to dig yourself out because you still got to go to work.
I'm good.
I was like,
I'll go in July or August.
Yeah, I'm staying stick to what I know and go on the nice months. But it's cool though. I definitely want to go again for another experience. The guy that we drove with was he was irritating as hell. So we argued a lot, which is why me and Kiara went off and did our own thing. Because it was way too much for me. But yeah, aside from that, that's it. I've been sick this week. So we haven't been doing anything. I'm looking forward to our family reunion today and the party for moms. On my dad's side. And then my mom birthday kind of celebration tonight. And then the pool party tomorrow. Hopefully I feel better.
Kind of excited about the cabaret.
Me too. I'm doing some line dances. I was trying to practice on my little
I should have been practicing on my two-step.
Yeah. with the little old people.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I was gonna wear. I was like, I don't want to be too sexy.
Yeah, because man, them old people be too much. And then the old ladies be mad and the old men be thirsty.
So I don't want no beef. So I'm gonna join the crowd.
At y'all family reunion?
No,
at the little cabaret after.
Was that your stomach?
Yeah. I didn't eat in 3 days.
Yeah, you have been super sick.
Yeah.
You need to go to the hospital.
Well, I'm starting to feel better, so.
You need to go to the hospital.
Okay. I'm going to go in the morning.
Whatever.
I'm finished my check-in.
Oh, you are? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I don't have much to talk about because I know Ronnie's not feeling well, so I'm going to keep it short. But I narrowed down to 2 things I did want to talk about, though. Okay, so I don't know which one to go first. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 2 women officers. Both of the things are about police, right? Mm-hmm. So I saw this video, and I believe it was in D.C. Don't quote me. But the officers did look like their uniforms were from D.C. Anyway, so they were like, I don't know if they were patrolling the corner or what, right? So they were on the corner, and a group of people started going toward them. And they had like buckets of water and shit. And then they started throwing it at the officers, right? Mm. So the 2 women, of course, they turn around and run back a little bit or whatever. And people were like, yeah, fuck y'all, fuck the police and all that stuff. And first of all, it was a lot of guys. Then I seen some girls holding kids' hands that was like under 4. Like, first of all, if I was the officer, I'm automatically putting out my gun. I don't know if that's bleach. I don't know if it's acid. Yeah. I don't know what the hell was in that basket, and y'all coming toward me and y'all throwing it. So now I'm gonna pull out my gun. And if the officer would have pulled out their gun, what you putting out your gun for? What the fuck are y'all coming over here with buckets of fucking liquid for? Throwing at us while we standing on the corner minding our business. Mind you, if it was some big ass male, strong, tall officers, y'all wouldn't have came over there, but y'all go to them 2 little ass short females. That was officers. And then I'm like, then if somebody's kid gets shot, the police killed my kid. Why the fuck would you bring your kid to that situation?
Right.
Why would you go to that situation if you wasn't throwing it? Oh, I'm pressed to get it on my cell phone so it can go viral. So you're willing to die for this shit.
But why? I want to know why they did that. I saw that video and
it kind of pissed me off. It pissed me off because the 2 women were minding their business. They wasn't bothering the group or nothing. And then y'all want to sit here and do something just to get recorded. And I hope that whoever posted it get charged. Mm-hmm. The people that was in the video, because you can see their face clear as day. Anybody that was assault, around it.
Would that be assault?
It would be assault if that was anything other than water.
It's assault if it's water. You can't throw water on me.
Yeah. Like, it was just so irritating. And black people blow me sometimes. Oh, my. Well, I love me some black people, but y'all.
Well, I would, first of all, not describe it as black people because that's not a symptom of being black. That's a symptom of them being ignorant. So I wouldn't attribute that to their race, because I'm not wearing that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about them particular people, right, that group of people.
But ignorance is everywhere, but let's not.
I mean, it is, but I'm talking about this particular situation.
I understand, but what I'm saying is, so when you see a black person being ignorant, right, and if a person sees someone doing something right, and you attribute it to their race, that's the same thing as a racist person does. They like
You're right, because I don't like to put everybody in the box.
We not all. I'm not connected to none of that shit. I'm not gonna do no shit like that. I'm You're black. Right. Don't.
Even if I was walking down the street and I saw that shit happening, I would have automatically went the other way because I'm like, I don't know if these officers gonna go crazy and pull out their gun because I'm telling you, that's what I would have done.
I mean,
that's what I would have done. It's on video. That shit, they attacking us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
it's unfair game.
I would have put out a gun. Probably would have did like my
the taser. See, they didn't get close enough. Like they throwing the buckets of water, so my taser may not reach them. And I'm not pulling out my baton because if I pull out my baton, I still got to get up on them, which the acid or whatever may hit my skin. I'm pulling out my gun.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're attacking police officers it's unprovoked. I mean, we have enough issues dealing with the police already. Why would you go and become on the wrong? Like, that's stupid. That's ignorant. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to wear that because they did that. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm black. Nah, that's ignorant.
It ain't
people.
got shit to do with me either, because I would
Exactly.
never, I wouldn't do
That's what
no
I'm
shit
saying.
like that.
That's-
Like, it's just,
That's ignorance.
oh,
That's
it's
ignorance.
so annoying.
That's something that somebody is doing that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, that doesn't have anything better to do. That's very ignorant to do. I mean, we don't. I wouldn't celebrate it. You're not celebrating it, but I mean, that's what the people that was, there trying to be a part of the moment or whatever the fuck. But that's very ignorant. And I mean, fuck it. I mean, if they would have got it, they would have got what they deserve. I mean,
they sure enough would have.
it is what it is. If you going, yeah, I mean, because it's not, for me, it's not about who it is. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a police officer or another woman that was just minding their business.
Right.
Fuck if they police or not. And you going and antagonizing somebody that's minding their business. Now you know how I rock. You started. Now they can finish it however they want to.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that the same rules apply whether or not they're a police officer. Like I say that for all the people that go around throwing stuff on people. Okay, you want to start that, So once you come into my space, whether it's you physically or you put an object that touches me, now I have full recourse to reply to you
and defend myself.
Yeah, so I mean,
by any means necessary.
It's because I think it's like vegans throw like smoothies on somebody or some shit. Then some people throw paint on some shit. I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you once you enter my space, then you open yourself up for any type of reaction. And, I wouldn't feel bad, about whatever happened. Mm-hmm. So, whatever.
I think it would be more understandable a little bit if it was like white officers.
No, it wouldn't. No, if the officers are not doing anything to provoke you, even if they did do anything to provoke you,
rage behind that.
But still, this is what I'm saying. Like, that's the same thing. So you can't lump all police officers into the same box. Most of the police aren't bad people. Most of the police are just doing their job. It's certain officers that are, that's the same as being racist. Like if you saying, oh, I hate all the police. It ain't all the police that's fucked up. It's the fucked up police that you can say you hate the culture of that protects them, because they do have a culture that protects the police when they're supposed to protect the citizenry, but it's not all the police. Like we got to stop boxing everybody together. Like that person over there is doing dumb shit, so that person over there is going to get the result of doing dumb shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that ain't on you. Like if the police would have responded differently, then like if anybody would have, they getting what they are asking for.
Right. You're getting that same energy that you just put out. Like it's crazy. But the thing is, they wouldn't have did that to no white officers, because they know the white officers would put out their guns quick. They wouldn't have did that to no men, because the men probably would have charged at them without their guns. They'd have been on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, let's get the two little small black women that's probably going to turn around because they don't want to get their hair wet type shit. Like, it doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you're trying to antagonize the person that should be there to protect you. I mean, if they look like you and they're in a position of power, why would you want them not to like you?
Exactly.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
if anything, I want you on my side.
Exactly.
You want me to bring you a bottle of water today?
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm going to be hanging out here and you're going to be patrolling here, and I don't want you in my way and I don't want to get in yours. So what can we do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you walk past a person like fuck you every day, you're like, okay, let them see you do something wrong and have them have to make a decision whether or not to pursue it or not. You know what I mean? But you've been creating an antagonistic relationship,
right?
And I understand that you might have a problem with police. Like, y'all know me, I don't fucking. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna go. Like, yeah, fuck you, officer.
Right.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? Come on.
I don't know. It's super annoying. So anyway, that brings me to my next thing, right? About police. But like I was going to say what Dee was saying, like, it's not like I could kid. I used to didn't like police that much. No specific reason. I was just like, it got on my nerves because I used to always get pulled over. But when I used to get pulled over, I used to be super, super, super aggressive. And one time I did get put in cuffs, but he didn't arrest me. He didn't even give me a warning. He did yell at me, but he didn't even give me a warning. But you know, that was my fault for always being so aggressive just because I got pulled over. He's like, why the fuck are they pulling me over? You know, so I'm automatically aggressive. Why you in handcuffs? I was yelling at him. And he was like, step out of your vehicle. And I was like, for what? He's like, you better get out of this vehicle. I'm going to pull you out this vehicle. And I got my ass out that vehicle. This was a long time ago. I was like with Keisha. It was a long time ago. I got my ass out. He put me in cuffs and set me down. I guess he thought, you know, he wasn't arresting me. He was just detaining me because I was aggressive. Okay. But once I got in them handcuffs, I shut the fuck up. He set me on the curb and was asking for, you know, my stuff. And I was like, don't go through my car. I was like, I'm not giving you consent. But luckily, you know, he was
I think still to get pulled out of your car at any time is overboard, especially if I always look at it, what is the offense that you are pulling me? Like, what is the prescribed offense? Like, you'll hear a person get killed, you be like, well, what did they do? They ran a stop sign. You be like, what the fuck are you doing?
But that's the reason they got pulled over. They probably was aggressive. So that's gonna kind of bring me into my next thing, y'all. It's bringing me into my next thing. Because I think most times, if you get pulled out of your car, you probably deserve it. When the officer told me get the fuck out the car, I got the fuck out the car. I said most times. So I'm explaining the 2 times that I seen videos of people getting pulled out of cars. So one was this lady, older lady. She didn't want to sign a ticket and stuff. The officer's like, get out the car. You know, I'm lawfully asking you to get out the car and stuff. Asked her, the video was like 5 minutes. He was asking her real nice and stuff. She didn't do it. So then he broke her window and dragged her out the car. And she was trying to sue him. He asked you to get out the car too many times because you wouldn't sign your ticket. And when you don't sign your ticket, it's not, I don't know if it's breaking the law, but you're not complying, which you can get arrested for if you don't comply. Right? So hear me out. So the other video was about the Maryland State Trooper that happened in May, but he just posted the video to show what happened within the last week or two. So it was a black guy. The lady was like a white girl or something. She was older too. But the video with the Maryland State Trooper, the guy was black. He started recording after a certain time, so I don't know what exchanged before then. But I know when he got pulled over, he didn't want to roll down his window, and he has tints, which you're not legally obligated to roll down your window unless your windows are too dark. If your tints are too dark, you have to roll down your windows because the officer don't know if it's anybody in the back, anybody in the front. I learned that back when I had tints, and that's why I used to get pulled over a lot. That's why that officer let me go. He was like, you know, you probably get pulled over a lot because you have tints. This is why I pulled you over. You have tints. You didn't want to roll down your windows. You being super aggressive. I had to protect myself. And I was like, oh shit, duh, makes sense. Like, I don't think that he probably was just bored and pulling me over, but you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. So anyway, the guy's recording. The officer's like, well, you got to get out the car and stuff. And he's like, no, what do I have to get out the car for? I don't have to get out my car to talk to you. But if you don't want to roll down the window, then yes, you have to get out the car. If the officer is lawfully asking you to get out of the car and you're like, no. And it's one thing to record the officer. Absolutely. If I get pulled over nowadays, I probably turn on my camera and put it in the dashboard. I'm not going to be holding it and shit because I don't want them to be like, what's in your hand? Pow, pow, before they even walk up. I'm not doing that. But yes, I probably would put it in the dashboard so it could be heard at the bare minimum what's being said. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like, nah, I ain't rolling down the window. I ain't rolling. What you pull me over for? Well, I ain't giving you my. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're being antagonizing and not following directions, but especially if it's something as simple as roll down your window, because your windows aren't bulletproof anyway. So if I wanted to shoot you, I can. Like, I don't know. It's just sometimes I just think we can avoid certain things sometimes. Now I know other times there's officers that's gonna be like, no, I'm coming to you aggressive, and you know I'm gonna antagonize you until you become aggressive, and then I'm gonna be the one that win. But the reality of it is, if they gonna win anyway, let's try to go ahead and comply a little. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I get it. I hate getting pulled over. I hate when officers stop me. I hate when they look. I just got a smart with an officer earlier this week. And I wish I could find him to apologize because it was uncalled for. But he could have been extra. Mm-hmm. He could have definitely been extra. But he chose not to. You know what I'm saying?
Mind his business too.
He should have minded his business. But he could have been extra and been like, you know what? Let me see some identification. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have did anything. So I'm trying, like, I'm not saying, like, be a little bitch to the officers. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. But sometimes avoid certain situations. If the officer wants you to roll down your window because your tent's too dark, he got put out the window. Oh. And that video was about 5 minutes too. The officer kept on saying, get out the window. I'm going to pull you out the window. I'm going to pull you out the window. And the guy was like, no, get your supervisor here. I'm not rolling down my window. He was saying whatever. Like I said, I don't know what transpired before that. And after a while, the officer yanked on the window and
so do they get locked up like after that? Like
if you don't comply, yes, you get locked up. Okay. So he could have just probably got a ticket. He probably couldn't have got a ticket because it was a Maryland State Trooper, and I don't know what his tags was in, but he got pulled over for tents. But say if he had DC tags, Maryland can't do nothing about that. Mm-hmm. Just like DC can't do nothing about Maryland cars that have the windows are too dark. So it really just depends. But yeah, the officer broke that window and dragged him on out. And when he dragged him out, of course, the phone hit the floor. Mm. So he didn't even know. I mean, granted, he did like have his hands up and stuff. He was like, I'm just not rolling down my window, but I am going to record you and I'm going to have my hands up and, whatever like that. But sometimes you got to just avoid shit.
I'm just not going to play with them because I don't want to get shot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that all of them going to shoot. I don't want to take the chance. I just rather do what they say.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna, okay, fine. I wrote on I know I have tents. Fine, I'll roll it down some more. You want me to roll it down some more? Fine. You know what I'm saying?
It's annoying, but
it's super annoying. Especially when you're on your way somewhere. But if I'm on my way somewhere and then I get arrested, I'm still not gonna make it to my destination. At least I'd rather be late.
Yeah, dealing with the police, I just try to treat them like I would. Just always depending on what's happening, of course. But I try to treat them like I would want to be treated if I was working, because that's what most people don't realize. These people at work, they're people at work. Okay, so like if you imagine you're at work and you have a gun on you and then you're getting cussed out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then mind you, that's probably was his third curse out of the day. They get cursed out all
but why?
day. I mean, because they keep getting these random people that just have an attitude when you get stopped or whatever.
Like I say, I understand, at certain times, but you want to de-escalate a situation instead of escalate with an officer, because again, they're gonna win more 9 times out of 10. I mean, because they can legally point their gun at you.
Yeah,
so, whatever.
So yeah, I'm agreeing with you. So I'm gonna try to, they get pulled over nowadays. I'm like, hey, officer, what you pull me over for? What can I do for you? It's 7-Eleven over there. Want some coffee? Like, obviously, I wouldn't say that, but you get my drift. Like, I'm going to try to be as compliant and as not attitude, you know what I'm saying, as I possibly can. And then I might just start crying because sometimes they'll sucker you if you start crying. If you're a girl, you might be like, I'm on my period. That's why I was speeding and I don't have a pad.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, girl. But I only got pulled over twice. The first time, I think it was like on New Year's a couple years ago. But then they told me to roll all my windows down. And they walk up to the car. It was 2 of them. And they said, "Oh, you're not who we're looking for." They said, "Take the thing off." When I had them little dice on the thing, he's like, well, "Take that off." And he was like, "Enjoy your night." I was like, "Okay." They was looking for somebody got the same car as me or some shit. I was like, "Oh shit!" But then the second time, he ain't do nothing either. I don't even know why he pulled me over.
I definitely get. Well, I haven't more recently. I haven't, but I was getting pulled over a ton. One time, twice. I wasn't drunk, but I was drinking, and I know I smelled like liquor. Both times I was coming from the bar. One time my headlight was out. No, that was 3 times. And all 3 times I know I smelled like liquor. But the first time, he didn't even make me get out the car. They flashed the joint and they were like, your headlight out. And I was like, oh, somebody hit my car and I'm waiting for the insurance to approve it or whatever like that. And they let me go. One time they made me get out and do a little test. And I had on heels. I was like, can I take off my heels and do it? And they was like, no, you got to keep them on. But I passed
But
it.
that's a good thing because you be like, I was walking these hills all day.
I passed. That's what I said. I
one
did.
day.
I was like, I had these
I was about
heels
to say,
on.
they can't make you walk in heels.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he was having a bad day. I was just
It
like,
don't
I was
matter
like,
if you-
I was like, I had these heels on for a couple hours,
Don't
and a couple hours ago I was drinking, so I don't know how good I'm going to walk. But I passed it, and they let me go. They ain't give me no ticket.
Well, they can't make you walk in heels. So for future reference, they can't anything that can already alter your your walking.
Okay.
You have to have a flat. It's supposed to be a flat, even surface and all that shit. They can't make you walk on a crooked road and shit. They supposed to be flat if you're gonna do the walk line. Most places like in DC, Maryland, Virginia, that shit don't even that field sobriety test shit. It's not even admissible. They have to have a breathalyzer to actually arrest you for any type of whatever. Like if they're gonna put an actual driving while intoxicated DUI on you, but they can, if they observed you doing something, they can give you a ticket or a fine for reckless driving. So if they seen you swerving,
He saw me swerving. That's why he put me on.
right. But like, so he can give you the field sobriety or whatever. But that's if they then have to arrest you and then give you a breathalyzer to give you a DUI.
I would have passed that breathalyzer though.
I'm saying because they have to measure your blood alcohol to actually give you a DUI, but they can give you a ticket for it. What they like if it was reckless driving, if you're speeding, if you're doing something like that. Like they can't, they have to stop you for a reason. So it should be something that they're stopping you for. So like, what are you pulling me over for? Were you swerving, or you speeding, or you doing this? And then it was like, I'm smelling alcohol. I'm gonna conduct a field sobriety test, or blah 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 blah. But I mean, I think that's one of the main things that I'm taking away from this conversation is, I think it needs to be some type of defined code of how, in everywhere you are, it should be the same rules apply when dealing with an officer. You know what I mean? Because it seems like we don't really know. Depending on where you are, I don't know what they can ask me here. I don't know what they can ask me there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think that is a disservice. But I don't know. I just try to fucking stay away from the police. So
Me too. Sometimes when they get behind me, I'll be like, let me just slow down so they can go around me, or something like that. Because I don't even want to be in a situation because I haven't got pulled. When's the last time I got pulled? I guess probably last year I got pulled over. But I knew that officer was coming for me because he made a U-turn and it was like midnight. I was like, shit. I was like, put on your seatbelt. He about to pull us over. But most times I do get let go.
It sounds like y'all was being pulled over lawfully. Every time y'all was like y'all was doing shit. See, I've had different experiences, so I don't even talk about that. But
guys definitely have different experiences. Please, I'm not knocking that. So sometimes I get pulled over, especially when I have tents, just because they see locks through the tinted windows.
But if you tinted, I mean, so I've learned a long time ago, like when I'm driving, it ain't going to be no shit you going to pull me over for that I'm driving illegally for. So if you pull me over, it ain't, my car was legally, you know what I'm saying? Ain't shit going to say, oh, you can pull me over because of this. You know what I mean? Like if you know your fucking tents is below the legal limit, and you getting pulled over, what the fuck are you
mad for? You can't get mad.
Your tents are below the legal limit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I don't know.
I need to change my brake light.
Yeah, you need
They
to change
haven't been
it,
pulling me over though. I got it though. I just didn't.
They gave me $150 ticket for my front and tail light.
Yeah,
I fought it though.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No answer.
Y'all tag y'all cars. Y'all cars are tagged with y'all riding illegally. Y'all can get pulled over any fucking time legally, and they can say this.
You're right.
I can't do that. I'm just say that. They will fucking have my ass on the ground.
I'm gonna just say I got the light. I don't know how to change it. You want me to change it for me?
Oh, look how nice they and you think that should fly. Oh.
Sometimes it work. They be
When
like, okay.
that time when I did the test, the little sobriety walk thingy, and he pulled me over for swerving, he didn't give me nothing, no warning, nothing. He was like, "Why you swerving? Because you passed the walk," and I said, "Because it's potholes in DC." Which is probably why I don't know why I was swerving, but it probably was that. Like I'm trying to dodge these joints. Shit. I'm tired of messing up my tires. I don't want to have to mess up my front end. Like I don't want none of that stuff. So I'm swerving.
But if you swerving, you driving too fast for potholes. You driving too fast, you need to slow down. If you swerving.
No, you swerving to go around the pot.
I'm saying as a driving instructor and all that shit, you driving too fast. Why you swerving?
You're right.
You should be legally change the lane with due time. Like I said, I've learned I don't fucking do shit the police could pull me over for. You know, you got to learn how to avoid the fuck interactions with these officers, and then be able to spot them while you driving. Because people be driving, they be doing dumb shit in front of the police, and be like, "Oh,
I didn't know you was behind me." Don't tell the officer that. That means that if I was not there, you would have been acting stupid. Jesus.
Exactly.
Anyway, I want to get to my other things, but we're definitely gonna be talking about them. Not yet though. So yeah, okay. We're gonna wrap it up. But wait, before we wrap it up, I meant to say this in my check-in. So Rain book dropped yesterday, and it was super exciting. Yay. So in case you guys want to get it, you can buy it on Amazon. It's cheap. It's like $3.99 if you have the Kindle app and stuff like that.
I thought she said she was gonna do September 1st. She did it now.
No, she got finished, so she did it.
Oh shit.
Anyway, it's called Taboo Desires Sexual Awakening. What you say?
I was just gonna say, if you want to promote it, you want to, actually get all the stuff.
Oh yeah. So, and I can definitely put the link in. I'll give it to Q so he can put it in. But definitely try to go support if you can, because it'd be great to support a new Black author.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was super exciting. I was super excited. I wanted to make sure I was the first one that bought the book. I was like, right. I'm gonna be first. I don't care. She didn't tell me either. I went on Instagram and I saw it, but you've been sick, so you ain't been on it. I went on Instagram and I saw it, and I was like, send me the link right now. So yeah. But yeah. Anyway, all right, we out. Yep. Peace, love, and positivity.